Okie dokie, this is a test run of American Pie. This is just basically the file, so everybody gets an idea of what's going on here. This is Alabama. That's alphabetically, it's the 0th state. Capital is Montgomery. The abbreviation, the year it was founded, the founded order, the nickname, the flower, the bird, largest city, population, all the facts. And then here's all the Polygon points right here. As you can see, it goes down, and then begins Alaska. So there's in the shape of Alabama, there's 11 Polygon points. So let's go ahead and run it. Python main. Music automatically comes on. We'll select 2 players just to show some of the basics here. You can right-click and bring up details about a state. There's no top border. Got rid of all that. So it's just quick facts. You can select over here. See how this is a little bit smaller than Texas. So I'm going to do a scaler to allow them to be different sizes. And as you can see over here, Alaska is right off the frame. That's because where I started my Polygon points when I created Alaska. Next time when I go through and make the states, I'm going to make them a little more uniformly and not so sloppily. So player 1, choose your state. Player 2, choose your state. And what you do is you roll the dice. It comes down here, and you can travel around. You want to get to Rhode Island, and player 2 needs to get to Washington. So you click back and forth rolling. You can only roll 3 for the world game, which is already made. The polygons are made for. I'm going to probably use just like a regular dice. 6-sided dice. Right now we're just using 3. So what we have here, player 1's going to Rhode Island. They're currently in New York. Every time you roll, you lose $25 or $60. I don't remember. And you come down over here. Which state was founded? 18. Uh-oh. Louisiana? Yep. 31. Uh-oh. California. And then, as you can see up here, you got a streak of 2. When we started, it was black. So Baltimore is the largest city. Everybody knows it's Maryland, but we'll say Washington. Oops. So what we can do is, that was a hodgepodge of different types of questions. We can edit our trivia. So we want to do nicknames, which is my favorite. Well, player 1 rolled a 1. Wasn't very big. Here comes player 2, almost to Washington. They get there. Now it's just going to be the nicknames. The Ocean State is Rhode Island. Peach State, Georgia. Now as you see, it's tied. Nothing happens. Now when we cross this threshold here, this streak is going to change from player 1 to player 2 and give it the proper color. So the Grand Canyon State is Arizona, and then there it crosses right over. The Treasure State, Montana. Uh-oh, look at Treasure State again. Montana. Garden State, New Jersey. So we know this one's Rhode Island, but we're going to select Minnesota, and then it ends. So as you can see, when you make your selection to roll, it updates the money down here. Now we can see that player 2 is currently winning, and here's the roll. So we're moving right along. Down here at the bottom, this is our ticker. It's kind of like a news ticker. It just basically spits out all the basic information. Nothing too fancy. And I added a space bar, so sometimes you can get stuck. If you roll a 1 and you're in Maine, you can't get through New Hampshire, you're stuck. And so what you do is you hit the space bar, and then it just switches turns. And player 2 can go, you can space bar them, back and forth. So if you maybe, we set a timer on this, so you have 5 seconds to move, and if you don't move, it just forfeits your turn, and you get docked a certain amount of money or something. But that's basically it. Uses the Dijkstra. It's pretty slick. Everything's quite accurate. You roll a 3 out of here. 1, 2, 3.